The Philippines has no doubt shown an impressive economic growth in recent years. The country proved to be resilient to a global slowdown that shook even the strongest nations. But despite several accolades from top financial agencies, there remains a nagging problem that is pulling back all its economic gains. An Asian Development Bank report notes the country has failed to generate enough jobs to make a dent on improving living conditions, even with the economy posting a stellar growth of beyond 6% in the past 2 years. The report shows the jobless rate has remained relatively high, hovering between 7 and 8% from 2006 to 2013, straddling two administrations. It is a worse situation for those needing to earn more to make ends meet, or what is called underemployment, which stood at almost 23% in 2006 to a little over 19% in 2013. For the labor sector, nothing much has changed since President Aquino took office in 2010. It has been 4 years of waiting for the so-called economic gains to be enjoyed by the masses.
You fill the glass so that when it reaches the brim, it will overflow and it will trickle down. Diba? Yun ang sinasabi nila. Pero sabi ni Pope Francis nga bakit magically, pag malapit na mapuno yung baso, para mapuno, para matikman naman yung katas ng ekonomiya ng mga mahihirap, ba't biglang lumalaki at lumalago ang baso?
Business leaders have always pointed out that the government must address roadblocks to attract more investment. High cost of power, poor infrastructure, and the tedious process of securing business permits are just some of the reasons foreign investors are skipping the Philippines when it comes to pouring their money in the region.
Well, nagkaroon tayo ng improvement sa ating competitiveness, malaking jump natin, no? Yung ease of doing business lang, medyo yun ang kailangan natin more improvement in this area. Maganda improvement natin, meron tayong mga improvement. Pero yung ating mga kasamahan, yung ating mga Asian neighbors, ganun din eh. Actually, mas mabilis din eh. Hindi ba? So, hindi natin nararamdaman yung talagang impact na kailangan.
Businessmen add the government should focus on the manufacturing sector to address the lack of jobs and its resulting condition, poverty. Manufacturing is slowly making a comeback in recent years, but it only accounts for about 22% of the country's economic output. The ADB report says a strong manufacturing industry will generate more and better jobs, and manufacturing linked to agriculture will improve living conditions in rural areas.
The key now is not modernization but more of labor intensive. And let us go into industry where that we utilize the raw materials produced by our own country. That should be the agra. That agriculture harnessing the products of agriculture to become finished products and export.
Dated Philippine Development Plan released early this year shows the government targets to significantly cut the jobless, underemployment, and poverty levels by 2016. The government is banking on raising spending for infrastructure projects, improving the business climate, and expanding the manufacturing sector to make a dent on giving more jobs to as many individuals. The number of those without work has remained relatively consistent in the past 4 years. The Aquino administration has only half of that period, or 2 years, to make good on its promise of improving the plight of millions of Filipinos. Kristine De Guzman reporting.